Assalamu alaikum. God's peace be with you in the breaking of this fast as we gather together, members of the Uniting Church and our Muslim friends, as well as other friends, community leaders and representatives of various faiths that are here with us today. I pay my respects and acknowledge the Parramatta Clan Nation, the first peoples of these lands and waters, where we meet, the place of the eel for these sovereign peoples. They've cared for these lands and these waters since the Creator Spirit formed them. We honour their elders past and present and all descendants of that nation. I acknowledge that the colonial powers failed to recognise their existence and that these lands and waters were brutally and illegally seized. For this I apologise, and I pledge to work for a just terms treaty for all First Peoples in this nation known as Australia. And further, I honour today any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people that might be with us. I welcome the Grand Mufti and Dr. Ibrahim and his wife Nahala here this evening, and we thank you for your tireless commitment to the promotion of community harmony and for speaking wherever you can about the values of Islam as a religion of peace. I acknowledge Ahmet and the members of Affinity, the Intercultural Foundation, our partners for this Iftar dinner and long-standing friends of the Uniting Church in Australia. Thank you for the wonderful job that you're doing to create opportunities for dialogue and friendship between peoples of different cultures and faith traditions. I'm thankful to the civic leaders that are here who made the time to be with us tonight. And I'm overjoyed that the children are with us. For the civic leaders, your commitment to building social cohesion in our community is vital. We look to you as leaders, and the children certainly look to you for a more welcoming, understanding and compassionate society. We're honoured to share this time with you. The valued friendship between the Uniting Church and the Muslim community is a significant one. Our relationships are characterised by a willingness to appreciate the values and beliefs that we hold in common and to respect and learn from those areas of difference and to grow in our understandings. Whenever and wherever our two faiths meet, whether it be for a formal dialogue or a particular cause or at a time of sharing like this, there's a mutual respect and a common desire for peace in our world. I'm humbled by the deep spiritual practice demonstrated by Muslim people during Ramadan, by your commitment to prayer and fasting, and by your great generosity and hospitality. Ramadan this year coincides with the 40th anniversary of the inauguration of the Uniting Church in Australia on the 22nd of June 1977. As part of the significance of this occasion, church members have come together for 40 days of prayer before the anniversary. I pray that this time of prayer and drawing closer to God is a time of renewal for both our faith communities. This year, the Uniting Church is co-hosting Iftar dinners in 3 cities, here in Parramatta, last Thursday at St Thomas Uniting Church in Craigieburn in Melbourne, and on Sunday in the Uniting Church Centre in Brisbane. We believe that these gatherings offer a powerful symbol of love of neighbour and that our world desperately needs to see that symbol in reality, in relationships and between us. We mourn and condemn recent terror attacks across the world, and we know that love and understanding will always triumph over fear and hate. Wherever extremist violence takes place, we pray for God to grant us the strength to passionately pursue a more welcoming, inclusive and peaceful community where we all may live in harmony and to encourage others to do the same. By coming here tonight, we offer a different narrative to the voices of fear and division in the Australian community. Apart from First Nation sisters and brothers, we know that Muslims in this country experience racism and discrimination at levels much higher than most Australians. As brothers and sisters in faith, we stand against that kind of behaviour, especially when it's used by leaders to gain political advantage. We uphold the right of all people to express their faith without fear and without vilification. We're thankful for all that the Muslim community contributes to our society. You may have seen a story on the ABC recently of an Anglican church in Perth which welcomed the local Muslim community, which was without a worship space, to come inside the church for Friday prayers. It's a story about two communities coming together in a spirit of grace and hospitality, and both communities being enriched by the process. It's wonderful to know that this community right here in Parramatta, the Lee Memorial Congregation, also opened its doors to the Parramatta Muslim community 27 years ago, when it established itself here. A meeting between the Parramatta Islamic Cultural Association and Neil Kadami, who's with us tonight, and the Uniting Church Minister Alan Jackson, led to the Muslim community being invited to use the church space for their prayers. Provided the foundation for a strong friendship, which continues today between two faith communities in Parramatta, led by Neil and Manaskosh. I encourage Uniting Church members here and across the country to look at how we might build bridges of friendship between faith communities. We give thanks to God for the many things we have in common, for our shared humanity, for our commitments to peace. We're thankful too for the differences and the rich diversity that brings. And finally, we give thanks for this time of sharing. We look forward to continuing this friendship and sharing this message of peace with all of those around us. And I'll leave you with a blessing from my adopted family, the Yulnal people of the northeast of Arnhem Land. Margay Miri Rom. May the way of peace and tranquility, harmony with the whole creation, be with and within you. Thank you.